That's fine. Please, We're joined now by UC Davis coach Jennifer Gross. Coach, if you could start off with an opening statement, then we'll go to questions.
Whew, it's a tough one. First of all, I want to congratulate UC Irvine. They played a heck of a game. The kids stepped up and made plays, and we wish them the best in the championship game. This is a tough one because not only is it, we fell a little bit short in the game today, but also just, thinking about the careers that Cece Hall and Kayla Conrad and Sage Stelbart have had and the impact that they've had on this program. It's just very flood of emotions. They have helped elevate our program to one of the top mid-majors in the country. They have helped us continue to set the bar higher every single year, to win regular season championships, to make the NCAA tournament consistently, to go to a school like Oregon, who at the time was ranked in the top 25 and knock them off, and pick up a win against Gonzaga. Those are things that we had talked about when we recruited those three kids, and to see what them come in here and help completely raise the bar for our program is just unbelievable. Those are three special individuals, and I'm so proud of them and their careers, and really just proud of our entire group. I told them in the locker room that when you pour yourself into something and you put your heart and soul into it, it's devastating when you don't come out on top, and we're just a bit heartbroken today.
Okay, we'll go ahead with questions now.
Jen, 31 seconds to go, and you brought the ball in, and with the 2-point lead and the strip. Describe that play and what you saw happen.
Yeah, we were trying to get the ball to Evan, who was a great free throw shooter. We knew that they might try to go for a steal. We knew we had the jump in our possession, so we talked about that. Credit to Irvine, they made a good play. We lost the handle on it, and they came down and got a bucket. So that was obviously an unfortunate play in the game. But, got to give Irvine the credit for making the play there.
Hey, Coach. Angus Wong, New University, UC Irvine. You guys were down by 9 going into halftime, but then you guys came back and ended up leading by 1. What was said at halftime to spark this comeback?
Yeah, I think basically what we talked about was that we've played teams all year. We had a really difficult non-conference schedule. We played those games to prepare us for this moment. Home game against Gonzaga, we're down by, I think, 18, was it? 19 at half, and came back and found a way to win that game. We've been up big, we've been down big, we've been tied, we've been close. So we just talked about we've been here before and we know what we're capable of. It was a bit of an odd start to the game. Cece, her shoelace broke and she had to come out, and Kayla kind of got injured, and so I felt like we were just a little bit off to start the game, and so it took us a little bit to recover from that, and then we did. I thought we played a great second half and really played smart basketball. We really defended well. We executed our offense well. One play short there at the end.
Coach James Houston, also with New University, UCI. You guys went on a big 10-1 run to end the third quarter, huge momentum shifter, and you kept it close throughout the fourth, had a shot to win it. What do you think most contributed to that run and that change of momentum, which really set the pace for the rest of the game?
Yeah, as always, I think our defense really fuels us. That's been something that we've been hanging our hats on all year, is just trying to be the team that just puts consistent stops together. In that stretch, I believe, our stops led to some transition buckets. Sydney Burns, our freshman point guard, was amazing. She found Sage a couple times in transition. We got Cece, who we thought we could ISO her a little bit and pick on some things with her. She was able to execute and put the ball in the basket. So I think it was just started with our defense, letting that fuel us, and then we executed pretty well on offense.
Final shot of regulation. You got the look you wanted.
Yeah, I mean, they went into a zone, and so, we spread the floor, and as always, we try to get Cece the ball and let her make a play, and got the ball to Evan Turner, had a good look, and just it didn't fall for us.
How is it? Just to explain obviously the disappointing loss, but you're playing for your step away from the big dance, and there's not a tomorrow. There's not next weekend where it just ends. It's so abrupt. I remember asking Jim that question last night. It's just so. It seems like there should be something more.
Yeah, it's an empty feeling, I think, is kind of the way I would put it. And honestly, Bob, it's not so much about like winning the championship. It's about not getting to be around our players every single day, not getting to work with them and shoot with them before practice and have them come in the office and watch film. And that's the abrupt ending, Obviously, we'll take some time off. We'll come back in the spring. We'll get back to work. But like that day-to-day where we get to be around our team, I love our team. We have amazing young women on our team that play for each other, that care about each other. They're best friends. They love each other. That's why there's so many tears. It's not just about losing the game. Yes, we're competitors, and of course we wanted to go to the big dance and win, but their hearts are broken for each other, for these seniors. The young ones, they put it all out there for their seniors, and the seniors have been unbelievable with their leadership and for somebody like these three kids, but for Sierra Hall, who's won everything you could win and been to the tournament and won championships, and she still came back, It wasn't like she had something to prove. She was the Big West Defensive Player of the Year, the Big West Player of the Year. She won 4 championships. She still came back. She came back for her team. She came back for her teammates to leave a legacy, to help them learn what it takes to teach the younger ones. That's what being an Aggie is all about to me. That's what Aggie pride is. It's being selfless and understanding that it's not about me, it's about us, and it's about this program. And I couldn't be more proud of that.
Anything else here in the room? We do have a question on Zoom. Marlon, will you go ahead, please?
Hey, Jen. I'm Marlon from the California Aggie. I have 2 questions. The first one is, it was a tough loss to close the season. Obviously, it didn't end the way you wanted to. You guys had an up and down season, earning historic wins against top teams in the nation during the process. What did you enjoy most about this particular group?
Oh, good question. I think that what I appreciated the most was just their, we had a big win, like you mentioned, and the next day we showed up ready and hungry and wanting more. We'd have a tough loss on the road, and we showed up the next day in a good, positive mood, ready to get better. And it's not always like that, this season, as you mentioned, was full of adversity, and sometimes when there's losing and some adversity, teams can start to fall apart. We've all, as coaches, seen that, where teams start pointing fingers and placing blame, and that just never happened with this group. This group stayed together. They were 100% bought in. They just wanted to improve and get better. And, for us, we don't measure ourselves by the wins. We try really hard not to do that. We try to just get better every single day and be playing our best at the end. And I was really proud of how we competed today. We had a shot to win it. And again, credit UC Irvine. They played a really, really good game. They played hard. Both teams wanted it. It just came down to, one possession. So.
Did you have a follow-up?
Yeah, I have a follow-up question. It was Sierra, Sage, and Kayla's last dance. It was a hell of a performance. Can you speak on that?
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, just this game doesn't define them and their careers, obviously. They've just stacked up. They're one of few players around the country that can say they won 4 championships. Right? 4? Yeah, 4 championships. But their legacy is going to go beyond that. It's really about the teammates and leaders that they've been in our program. Everybody on the team knows that they can go and talk to them if they need to. They're the first to hype someone up if they're struggling. They're the first to hype someone up when they're doing well. So they're going to be tough to replace. We're definitely going to miss them, but I'm so proud of them and their amazing careers and what they've meant to our program. And like I said, I told them that they can't let one game define them, and they know that. And it'll take a while to get over it, but eventually they'll be able to look back and really reflect and appreciate on what they've accomplished.
Thanks, Coach. We appreciate it.
All right, thank you.